Hello guys, I'm going to speed run this talk with you today. So I'm talking about how the prank paradox. Actually, I already talked about that, so I'm not talking about it. That's a lie. I'm talking about something else, and I can't tell you that right now, or else it will be a disclaimer. Today is Friday, and I made the prank paradox yesterday. Wait, if you really want to go into the depth of time, that would be a lie, because I made the prank paradox Friday, and I made the prank paradox yesterday, and I said today was Friday, so it had to have been Thursday, but I made the prank paradox Friday. Today is Saturday, a great brand new day, so I'm deciding to talk about a brand new theme. And going into time itself, time is a really good topic. How old can we get? That's another perspective of time. If you want to hear how old can we get, it's a video on Vsauces. I listened to it, and that's what inspired me to talk about this other topic. How old can it get? How old it? You're probably asking, what do you mean by it? What is it? What are you talking about? How old can what get? I am talking about nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Then you'd be like, that is stupid. You are a dumb idiot. And then I'd be like, no, I'm not. Typically, because nothing at all means everything at once. If you look into an encyclopedia, I bought one off of Amazon, and I think it's really interesting. It goes along with all these other creepy books describing everything all at once, which, if you think about that, that is a movie title, right? If you think about that, everything all at once, it's a great movie. You should watch it, by the way. These one random guys make a podcast about it, a documentary. And then they say random stuff about it, and then they look below what is below the everything all at once. They see this description of, like, that everything can be it. Everything all at once is it. So what I meant by anything at all is everything at once. So everything at once means it. Basically defining how old can everything get. And you can already see that everything can go. We don't know what happens after you die. And we can figure out, you just have to be 25, 36, something like that. You would have to discover the meaning of life, and you would have to, go deep into it, and then you would have to do something about it. You have to make a documentary of hell, heaven, reincarnation, or nothing at all. You would have to make a documentary, and you have to be very exquisite of it, and you have to make sure you include every minor detail. So, including that, you can see what happens after you die, then you can experience that for everything else, which is a great way to describe matter. If you don't know what matter is, then it's just a solid, a gas, or a liquid. It's the solitude, the structure of everything on Earth. If we had no matter, we wouldn't have us at all. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. That's how matter works. And would you describe? If you describe everything, sorry, I had to look because I saw my cat throwing up. But if you had to describe a documentary of what happens after you die, you could describe that to everything else, right? Well, no, not really, because everything else has its own perspective of time and reality, and you would have to put, again, minor details into the documentary just to make sure, and you would have to justify everything at all. So, including it means everything. Then you could do the math, you could think everything over, and you could say, hey, that's a big part of time and reality and space and everything. Matter. So, going back onto the topic, could time include as matter? Could a word, could an adjective or a verb conclude as matter? Some states say it can, and some states say it cannot. But you can justify something all at once, and then you could say, hey, there's something about this. Then scientists would include everything all at once. The movie has something, and including that it means everything, you could typically say that time counts as matter. So including that, if you do the math, you can count very well. If you keep counting and counting and counting, you could end up with a mysterious number, and then that would include our theory, and we could divide that number and put it in Morse codes and microscope it and all this other stuff. Then you would find out the answer for how old will it get. And meaning by that, we weren't even asking about any of that. We weren't even asking what happens after everything dies. We were asking about how old can it get? How old can our universe, our galaxy, our sun, our Earth, which we pretty much already know, but that's not the topic. It's everything. It's every single thing. So that's not enough for us yet. If we can justify that in a later matter of time, we can see that is enough. That is enough art. We can multiply and we can count. 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so on, 21. I'll just keep counting, 21. There's something that happens, and you can basically keep counting, multiply, divide, doing all of that stuff. Then you could see what number it is, and you could justify everything. Basically is already ended. If Earth is ended, then all we have to do is our Milky Way, our galaxies, our solar systems, everything, all of that, and then we could finally say how old it can get if we skipped a number. So I would have to be counting forever, but I already did count. So how old can it get? Trillion years. Good luck on living, you Star Wars planet weirdos. Have a good day, and just remember that if you're not smart, congratulations. Bye.